Okay, so here we go. From where we left off, we are facing a band of pirates, and the villagers have hired our mercenary group to get rid of these nasty little guys. And my team is just entering the village. And just some basic dialogue setting up what's going on. Basically, get rid of the pirates. Do it quickly, we pay you. So now, once they say they're all ready, they are in position. It brings up this menu. I mentioned this in the previous installment of this game, that I would gain people throughout the game. And so now in the choose units area, you can see that I have more people. And at the top it says you can select no more, because I have 4 in the group. And I'm happy with the group of 4 that I currently have in place. If I want, I could take, and swap them around, but I'm not going to do that. It also gives you a reposition option, which I'm not going to need to use here, but Ike is wherever he lands when they put him down. You can't move him. And then if you have weaker characters, like mages and clerics and such, that need to kind of be protected more, you would maybe move them if they were in the front to somewhere behind. Kind of like our archer Shinon is in the back because he can attack from a distance. Not to say he couldn't be hit depending on the weapon somebody has, but right now I'm satisfied with where everybody is. You could look at the map if it was a huge map. You can look at your items, see if there are any unique terrain conditions and things like that that are going on, and save or fight, which is what we're going to do. We're going to begin. So, going to bring him out here and let him attack. And this guy can't move super far. So I'll let him attack. And he missed. And he missed too. Good times. Ike, I'm going to put here. Yeah. And attack this person. So he is now out of our way. And every time you play this, it's a little bit different each time. You have to kind of change your strategy up a little bit, as to who is where or attacks with what weapon and all that. It just depends on what you got. Okay, and as mentioned before, you can finish your number of movement spaces out. And now it is the enemy's turn. Now, Shinon is pretty quick, so he evaded that move. You notice he didn't attack back because he can't. That is just his weapon is a ranged weapon, and he can't attack once. He has to be at least 1 square in the distance away from that person. There's 1 pirate down. And like before, we want to take somebody over here to visit. Anytime we see an open door like that, you can go visit whoever's there. This is an unknown person. And talking about it's plagued by pirates and all that. And we get an elixir with, which is a nice health potion to have. Gonna go ahead and move her here. Everybody's gonna come after her. I could have done my unequipping her weapon trick, but I'm just gonna keep her back with the rest of the group and then let the enemy do what the enemy's gonna do. So they take their turn. Ike took a little bit of hit. And again, this is why I don't often in the beginning like to put her there, because she just kills everything that attacks her, and because she's the closest, she's just gonna take them all out. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal. We're gonna have plenty of battles to fight, but yeah, we got a vulnerary. That's always good. So basically, because of that, this battle's gonna go by a lot faster than normally would have. And now it's my turn again. This should be interesting. Yeah, because he can't go too much farther. He's a great archer. Okay. So we're gonna bring him here. That's as far as he can go. I'm not gonna use a vulnerary on him right now. Can't move him any farther. Although, I can put him here and do this nifty little shove thing. And that way he's one step closer for his next turn. Can attack. And she's leveled up. That's a pretty good one. And I'm just gonna wait. Now we have a new character who's come on to the scene. And she's not real happy with these guys, as you can tell by her dialogue. She wants to know where her brother is. And they're saying some not so nice things about her brother. And just trying to skip through this because clearly she is going to want to fight them. And I have no control over her. She is not a player color in blue or an enemy in red. She is green, and she's all on her own. Now, I can bring Ike up here, and since he is the leader, you notice that the talk option opened up. So I'm going to talk to her. And then Ike convinces her, not to give up on finding her brother, but that she needs to basically go take off so she doesn't get hurt, because this is what they basically do for a living. And so she takes that advice. And I'm gonna wait. And I'm gonna wait. Okay. And now we wait for them to make their move. This time I left her kind of off the ramp there a little bit. He has a hand axe, which you can see he tried to throw at me and was not successful at hitting me. And now I have a hand axe, which one of my characters can use. I'm going to trade with him I'm going to give him that sword that I was holding, and I'm going to take that hand axe, because that is a useful item to have. And I'm going to have her just wait. And I'm going to go up here, and he's going to wait as well. And we're going to have him wait here. And let the enemy do what they will. Hopefully nobody dies. If they die, I reload and I start over again. Okay. So now, let's see. I don't want to attack him with that guy yet. Okay. I'm gonna move him away. Because you can't use a vulnerary and attack in the same turn. No, I can't attack from here. Too far away. If I had a different bow, I could, but I don't. So we're gonna leave it up to her, since right now she's the only one who can reach this person. And he only has 8 points, so. And then we'll see. I think they're gonna go after him because, like I said, he can't attack back. He can just evade. And we've got our boss in play now as well. He's the one that we have to beat to finish this battle. And let him attack. Nice. Alright, move him back 1 so he can also attack. Get rid of that guy. And now can put Ike up here. And they're gonna have a little dialogue. And Ike just took some pretty good hits right there. Now, Titania, I could move all the way around and use her regular axe, or I could stay right here and use her hand axe. But since I can, I'm going to bring her over here and hit him with this one. And he is gone. I acquire a band, and the battle for that ship and for the town to get rid of the pirates has gone well. And of course then we get paid, so yay. So the townspeople are happy, my people are happy. And this gentleman's making a suggestion to them. And he wants them to go fight for their country instead of fighting as a band of mercenaries. So, we'll see what happens about that. So she's happy. He's always making people mad. See, he says they're wasting their talents. So it's a difference in philosophy as far as which character believes in what. Is it about the glory and the money, or is it about doing the right thing? Typical Sheenon, he's always all about himself. So we're gonna save. And go to the next chapter, which is the roadside battle. So we are at the fort. We have a new character coming in. This character is Soren. He is a mage. And Miss really wants to talk to her brother, but he's dismissing her because he has more important things to do than talk to his little sister at the moment. At least he thinks. So he's saying they have some information. So Soren comes in, and he is going to eventually become like our chief strategist type person and tell us about some of the enemies or the locations even that we fight as we go along through this game. And like I said, he is a mage, so eventually we get to use some pretty cool spells. And I really like magic users. So basically, Soren was away training, and he's discovered some information. And they like to show this map of part of the continent that they live on. And they're going to show you that first dot on the upper right is the capital, and that's where the royalty and rulers, therefore, of the country live. And our little band of mercenaries is located at the flashing dot down to the left. And Soren is telling them that he was, doing his research and his work, and some bad things happened. Everybody attacking in black armor. And it was the Dayan army, which was another country which was nearby. This is King Ashnard. He is the ruler of that country that is invading Dayan. This is the brother of the king of Crimea, who is leading the forces into battle. And they don't know what's going on. It's the gist of it, how this battle turned out, and all of that good stuff. So they have to decide, what they're gonna do. And basically she's saying, hey, this is where we live, this is where we basically work. We should probably go check it out, but then there are other people who think that they should just stay out of it altogether. And Commander Grail therefore decides after this discussion that they really need to determine more about what's going on, and so he's going to send his son out in charge to kind of figure out what's going on and report back so that he can maybe make a better informed choice or decision as to what they need to do. So just waiting for this, and Mist is talking to him. And he got a regal sword. Father told me to give it to you. Bring me a souvenir. Everyone always wants a souvenir. As Ike says, like, they're going on vacation. They're not going on vacation. They're going to check out the scene of a battle. So here's all our folks. And I could skip through this, but this is kind of storyline important for right now, so I'm going to let it go. Once again, Ike is doubting himself, that he is put into a position of leadership, you know, and other people have faith in him, and he just doesn't have faith in himself. And something is about to happen. And there are corpses everywhere, as he says. And so they're saying that the invading army seems to be the bulk of the bodies that they're seeing lying around them. Fortunately for us, we don't actually see those bodies. They're just trying to determine whether the king's brother was maybe in charge of the battle that occurred there. They really don't know. And now they're being attacked by Dayan soldiers. Move in and kill them all. Okay, so now they are getting there, and of course, Shinon has to tweak Ike a little bit by making some snarky little comments. Alright, so again, you can choose, people put them in and out of the battle and trade items around and all of that good stuff. I'm gonna save, so on the off chance that I do die, I don't have to go through all the talking and everything else since I started the chapter. And I'm gonna go ahead and start the battle now. We do have some bow men here. Iron bow. Just want to make sure. Sometimes they have a long bow and they can shoot farther, and obviously that's a more dangerous proposition for our people. Okay. And again, you can see the goal is to defeat the boss, which was the guy, Meteor? Mijin. Just several of them, so their names get confusing sometimes. He's way back here, which is fine. Lots of people to fight along the way. One space away. Forgot to equip my good sword. And he is gone. Now, Ike does need some healing. Thing is this guy and others can move around and, you know, get to him. So he's not exactly in a safe spot right now. So I'm gonna put him over here, which was safe at the time, and hope that I can get Ike through this without him dying before I can heal him in a safe manner. Pretty low, so we'll see. Again, Shinon can't attack back. Might have problems, and we do, with Ike. I had a feeling that might happen. Ike dies, it's all over. So, we're gonna reload. Like I said, it was kind of a risky move to do that. You know, sometimes I play a little riskier, but nowhere near as risky as other people. And that is why I saved there, so I didn't have to go through all of that other stuff all over again. So let's try this a little. Count on Shinon. And now we're back to Ike. Luckily, didn't take any hits that time. And now I want to see where at least the closest people can go. A bowman could hit him from there. So I want him to be close, but I don't want him to be within hitting range for right now. So I'm going to just leave everybody where they are and let them come to me. And then I can run up there and heal people, and I've got options if I have to put him into danger. So we can discuss those if and when that eventuality occurs. Oh yay, I've got another lance. And because he's limited by movement because of that armor, he doesn't take tons of hits, which is good. One thing I did forget to do was to go back and use a couple of the items that I picked up before I came into this battle. I can still do them. It just depends on who has what. Oh, darn it. Alright, well, I can't trade it to somebody right now, so I just gotta drop it. Okay, so we've got Ike, Shinon, and Titania. Gatry is okay. And Soren. I'll leave Soren where he is. Let Gatry get rid of him. And Gatry is going to level up. Alright, now I could use some healing, which I didn't do the last time. So I'm going to just go ahead and do this now so I don't have what happened before occur. And we've got 24 and 19. Right now, the guy with the bow is dangerous because he can take a step forward and come after him, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm going to come up here, and you make sure you aim at the right person. So it's showing me my attack of 9 will be doubled against him. So he should, unless I get some kind of bonus or something, he should die. Which is always nice. Now for him, like I said, he has to either be back one or to the side in order to attack. So I think what I'm going to do is, he's got all of his points. I'm going to let her do this attack. Like I said, these are the guys I'm really worried about as to who can get hit and such. Sheenan's pretty tough, so I'm not really... Those other bowmen come forward or anything like that. He's usually evades. I don't usually see him die when I've played. Not that it can't happen. It can always happen. I mean, Ike just died, and he's like the most important character, so I've got my group of people, and I've got a few people, and here you see those shiny bushes where you can gain some XP. This time I am going to click on all of them because I want to know the range of everybody that is in that group right now. These guys are pretty good. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to heal Gatry before I move him. And I'm going to move him up into the danger zone. And their weapons, by the way, do have different ratings, and they tell you what the damages and all that are. I'm not going to get too far into this right now, but that's a D. The lower the letter, the better the weapon is as far as the level your character has to be in order to use it. So he's just going to wait because there's nothing he can really do right now. Shinon can't really get to anybody right now. I mean, he is very good at evading. So I don't know. This is a tough choice whether I want to put him that far. I guess I'm going to go based on where I can put these guys. And she's going to wait. And Ike, again, can't go that far. So he is also going to wait. And And now we're back down to our magic user. And we need to keep him that's probably about as close as I can put him and keep him safe. And then we have Sheenon, who I'm going to put here, I think. I mean, I'll put him here. I mean, he could take some hits and something bad happens, something bad happens. I mean, these bowmen come after him. Usually he takes them out, so. And those are the guys I'm more afraid of for hitting my other people, so. And now the only one that can get to Sheenon is the other bow guy. Or I guess I should be technical about it and say archer. You'll hear me occasionally call him sniper because he does eventually become a sniper. And here he is being mad that he's losing. Oh, and okay, I forgot with his weapon he can do that. And that's pretty cool. Just checking everybody out here. So this is an opportunity. Oh, I can't get him close enough. Darn it. Well, I don't need to heal anybody. So I can, as long as your character's weight, which you can see on the right side, is more than the character you want to push, you can push them. So I'm going to push Soren. And that is going to let me come over here and get him just a couple more points with his magic. And you see he got 3 turns that time, which is really kind of cool. And now this guy has 1 hit point, this guy has 4, so this is pretty much a done deal. I'm gonna come over here and going to attack him with my bow. And I'm gonna let Ike come in and hopefully deal him the fatal blow. They all very much so look down on everybody else, and including mercenaries. It's going to be part of the ongoing storyline, you'll notice. Oh yes, we're going to regret it. That reminds me of American Horror Story, of the line Addie says in season 1. She keeps saying, "You're gonna regret it. You're gonna regret it." Sorry, I know I do a lot of references. Oh, makes me mad when I can't do that. I don't really need the iron sword. I can give that javelin to somebody else. After about every battle, we'll get a report and they'll talk and all of that good stuff. While they once again fight. Uh-oh, there's something moving in the thicket. Oh no. It's a woman. Alencia. And she's fainted. And Soren is extremely suspicious of finding this woman who has just passed out named Alencia. So we're gonna get some more talking things going on here. Some things that are gonna be very interesting. And the lady has woken up. My Lord Grail. He's saying to thank Ike because Ike brought her here. And Lord Ike, you have my gratitude. And now we have an interesting situation. So she's going to trust Alicia Riddell Crimea. She is the daughter of the king of Crimea, basically. So we have just rescued somebody who is very important. She also has really cool hair. So they didn't know that the king had children because she was hidden from the public. Her uncle was supposed to be the next king, and they kept her hidden to prevent issues. So she, therefore, is not really well known, and they need to know what has happened to her father, the king, and she says her mom and dad are dead. So she was told to seek refuge in Gallia, which is another neighboring area, that King Kanagus would grant her sanctuary, so that's where she was gonna go. She's feeling pretty guilty right now because everyone died for her. So people are going to be looking for her, and she needs protection. Night falls. She used to be a royal knight, as you could see. So, from what Titania remembers, she looks like her parents. And they're soldiers. Lots of them. Turn over the princess. That's what they want. It confirms her identity. And Soren always comes off as a jerk, too. Turn her over. We want them to be our friends and be in our debt, although they live in the country that she is from. Of course, Gatry judging everything based on her beauty. So they think that she'll be killed if they turn her over, so he thinks they should help her. So does a lot of the group. We escort the princess to Gallia. I don't hear anything. Silence in all directions. We're surrounded. Okay. So it's zooming in. Our people are gonna all run out. I'll go and hold the rear entrance. Like you're in command. Don't let them take the front. So, Commander Grill's now gone. This is the day-in soldier saying the mercenaries have taken up arms. Now we are fighting with General Dakova, who is leading the charge against our happy little band of mercenaries. And he says, we've been told to do our best to deliver alive and uninjured. Slay all but the princess. Alright, so now we're back to this location. So first what I want to do is view the map. I know what this map looks like, but I want you to be able to see. So it tells you in the upper corner, first of all, you want to defend this area for 6 turns, and that will clear the map. So you can lose people along the way. Again, I don't like to play that way. I'm one of the people that if I do happen to lose somebody, because Ike is integral, the lead character here. So if he dies, it's over, as you saw before. But if somebody else dies, I will often just restart the game because I don't want to lose anybody. I like to keep as many of my playable characters as I possibly can. So, I'm gonna look around. I can't really see much over there. Presumably that is the area where the commander went. You can see the team that I have about me right now. And it looks like there is a doorway here, which is where Griel ran out. We've got soldiers in the front of us. And we've got soldiers to the side and some of our magic bushes. So, and it tells you it's called a heel hedge versus a tree. Or probably just a regular hedge. I'm not going to go look for one. So, now that I'm done kind of looking around, I can go back to this menu and I can look and I can say, okay, if I had more players, I could take people out, put people in. Excuse me. I shouldn't be yawning while I'm playing, but I think it's nap time. So I'll probably be quitting after this round. So I am with the people I have. Sometimes you have to take people out of your battle that you don't think will survive through it. It's just a matter of experience. So I'm getting out of here and I'm going to look at my repositioning because I want to put certain people in certain spots. Again, I wish I could move Ike. It makes me so annoyed sometimes that I cannot move him. I'm going to put Gatry here. And there. Got Oscar. Alright. I think I've got it about as good as I'm going to get. I can hit save so we don't have to go through all of the stuff again. And basically if we die, start the battle. Alright, so then it's up to you, you know, how you want to place your characters to fight this battle. I have a way that I usually do. Oh man, I forgot to look at things again. It's not helping me any. Come up here and Attack this guy. And I went in there. He has a lance. You can look at that. And it'll say right now his range on his weapon is 1. So he has to be right next to. Same thing. This bow is range of 2. So again, there has to be at least 1 space away. Because he can't attack when you're right next to him. And these guys all have lances and bows. Currently, there's nobody over here. And then we have these folks over here. So I can only make him go to here. Her movement. Sorry, it's 9. I had to look for it for a minute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can move her here, attack, and then back her up, and I basically form a barricade. That these guys, they can come in and attack, but they can only get to 2 of us. So I'm going to come to here, and as I said, people can't come around. Now, if I want, I can bring in characters that, I'm gonna have to be careful because, sometimes these guys will die if I put them in a precarious position. So we'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't always play it safe, so. And sometimes Soren will get multiple hits, as you've seen before. Oh, that wasn't a very good level up, was it? Luckily right now, no one's really taken any damage. As you can see, he only has the healing wand. He cannot do any serious spell work. I'm just gonna bring him kind of center so that way he can run in whatever direction I want him to as far as healing people. Gatry, I'm going to put here just in case somebody comes in. I might eventually put Sheen on over there, but since I have nobody I can attack over there, I'm going to bring him here where he can help me get rid of enemies while we're defending for 6 rounds. So now we see what they do on their turn. Night night. I love how they just kind of fall over. Some of them just kneel down. It just depends on the character. It was interesting. Just waiting for them. There's a lot of them compared to me, so it does take a lot of time. And this is why in the settings, which I did before I played the game, it gives you options for speed. And so I did speed up the rounds. Now, I would normally have Soren attack that person, but he can attack back. So I am going to move him over here, and I'm going to attack this guy. Okay, and notice we are in turn 2 because we just started our part. So our turn, their turn equals the whole turn. That's probably pretty obvious, but I'm just stating it for the record. I'm going to attack this bowman here. So that way they can't attack from other people behind. And as before, I've set this up so I basically formed barricades all the way around the building so other people can't get in and they can't come after me. Well, they can to a limited extent, but there's really, right now, nobody who's very vulnerable. He has a steel axe now, so that is stronger. And Boyd is going to level up, and hopefully he will get some decent points. I mean, it's not horrible, it's not the best either. I am not the best one in my family on that particular statistic type of thing because I don't really pay as much attention to it as they do. We all play this game differently from one another. So, who needs healing? Anybody before? I could use a little bit of healing. And Oscar could use a little bit. The only problem is that bowman can get him if I bring him up there, so I think I'm just gonna move him one forward and wait. That was a horrible level up. But she did go up a weapon level and she... Oh man. Eventually that won't be a thing, but for right now, unfortunately, it is a thing. And by that I mean acquiring weapons, you don't have enough room to carry them, and then you just have to drop them and lose them. And there's Ike. And that is where, you know, me taking a chance on not healing him. Like I said, I had lots of options that I could have used there. This game does not have a true continue function. The second game, the sequel, does. So we're going to start right back where we were, because that's where I saved it. And we're going to begin. And hopefully I will do this so Ike does not die again. Like I said, I knew I was taking a chance that, you know, he was going to be in a risky position and I should have healed him or used a vulnerary or something, but I didn't. And that's my bad. Do something a little bit different this time. Oh, well, let me. Okay. I could say a whole lot about those things, but you know, even though I played this game a lot, again, I still will tell you I am not an expert. I just enjoy this game a lot and I will play it over and over and over again. Let's see if I get lucky this time. I still got those bowmen out there. May not be so lucky. He could take a really bad hit and I could be in trouble. Could have been better, but equip my steel axe again. Like I said before, I can attack and then back up, essentially forming a barrier. If I don't back up right now, that other guy has the choice to attack me, or he can go around me and attack any of the other players that are behind me that he can reach. So if I block the way, he cannot do that. And then we've got lovely Shinon. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put him here, and I'm gonna shove our mage friend out of the way. And the only one left is our healer. And there's only one person who could use healing, but he's too far away from me right now. We let all of their million people have their turn while we wait. And again, this is why, as I was saying, I don't think I finished my thought because Ike died. But this is why in the settings, I have the gameplay on the fastest speed possible. I have the text and the things, messages and things like that as the fastest speed that they can go. And there is an option that you have not seen because I've had it turned off since the beginning, where you could literally watch the one-on-one battle up close with these characters every time they fight. I've only ever used it at the very first battle in this game. This time I did turn it off because I knew I was going to stream it and it was just going to be a pain in the butt. So I just went ahead and turned it off because it just makes the game so slow. So I've got a handy little bowman in front of me, and I'm going to attack him. And this guy has two. Gonna heal him. And then I'm going to bring him up here and take a couple points off of this guy. And then he's gonna level up. Yay. Again, not a very good level up. And I'm just gonna park him here. I'm gonna bring Shinon over, take care of this guy. Alright, so right now we have people with, where'd they go? It's like I knew I had javelin people out here somewhere. And there's a couple more bowmen down out of the way. Yeah, tree, still no one has come over here, so he is still waiting. What's your health? Your health's okay. Now that's a nice one. Could use some strength, but, better than some of the other ones we've had. So we've got a hammer, and we've got a bow, and so the choice is, you know, what do I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm gonna attack here. And Titania is gonna level up. Still want HP and strength, but you know, you need some of the other things too. It's hard to be patient. So I'm going to just hang out here and wait and see what happens to my people. Wow, nice hit, Titania. I know, Titania. And I have to get rid of it. I love how they all reposition everybody. Of course, I do the same thing. Alright, now we are on turn 3. Ike is in need of healing. Okay. And now, since Ike is in a prime fighting position right now, I'm not going to use him yet. I'm going to see... Oh, he's got 8 points. Excellent. So, take out him. And then, I can bring Ike forward and be on level with him while keeping my healer safe. So, I'm saying I can do 16 to him. He's going to do 6 to me. Really, he's the only person I can attack because otherwise I'm just sitting here and he's going to attack me anyway, so there you go. And he is down to 17. Now, normally I would bring my magic user in here. I gotta see. You have to be careful with the javelin peoples when they come around, and these bowmen when they start to move. What's their... so they can get up to there. Because I don't want to put him at risk. And he's in the front line. I really don't want to use a vulnerary right now. And this is where I was the last time. Basically going, okay, take the chance that these other people aren't going to, you know, take my character down by that many points. In the meantime, we shall see. He's going to stay there. $25 lines. My steel axe is almost done. What a bummer. And I'm down 2 on his sword. Ugh. Alright. Yeah, I did that because I know that I should be able to hit him for 32 points and take him out with that weapon. And then I can come back up here and basically still block people from getting in here. So that's just one person I've taken care of. There's nobody else currently over here. I'm going to take a slight risk that Boyd is going to take. Maybe not. I'll heal him instead. Keep the area secure. He's still got full points. And I can't really use him at this moment either because of the way everybody is positioned. So I am going to just move him back a step for the moment. Gatry over there isn't facing anybody still. So I'm just going to end my turn. Let it continue on to the next round. Okay, so that was pretty lucky, all in all. I need to heal Ike very much. And as before, I'm going to shove him out of the way to safety. And all of these guys are still way down there. I'm gonna take a chance that, yeah, I shouldn't have any problem with that. Taking him out. Yeah, and it leaves him in sort of a vulnerable position if someone has a ranged weapon. But right now, someone's gonna have to come an awful long way to accomplish that. Take this guy out. And then he can come out, and we've got both of them. Well, he has 23, so we'll say attack. Since he has a little bit less points, let him hit. And then retreat back to the line, as they say. And again, no one has come anywhere near Gatry. If I didn't put him there, you know that someone would show up. I'm gonna come over here and take care of him. Yes, I know my steel axe broke. I'm gonna wait. I don't think they have the range to get too far in here. No, they can get over to Titania, and if they do, they're probably going to die. So I'm just going to take this guy out and stand in the healing shrub. Heal shrub. Now that is where if I had been smart, well, I wouldn't have been able to do it anyway after my turn, but if I had had a hand axe on and that bowman shot at me, I could have reciprocated that attack. but I did not, and so I couldn't. And Ike is gonna level up. Please be something good. Well, defense is good. HP is good. I could have used some other stuff, but... Wow. Nice hit. And now, these guys are reinforcing, as you saw, and they are moving. So just want to take a look. He's 19, 17, 18. So I have people that are gonna need healed. And he's leveling up. It's pretty good for magic. I am not moving my people off the line. I'm going to do what I've done before, shove. And on turn 5 of the 6 turns on defense, I'm going to go ahead and use that just in case. I'd rather use it and not need it than have regretted it. He's still healing. Take him out. How far can these guys go again? Alright, he's got a lance and a bow, so the bowman could get to him and attack him. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and back him up. And then I'll wait, and hopefully I can just do that. No one for either of them to attack, so I'm gonna end the turn. Let them make their moves. Back to me. Now, it says 6 turns defense, so we've got to make it through both halves of this turn to survive the battle. I'm gonna come over here and heal Boyd. Save my vulneraries for later if I can, since the others were recently healed. His axe. Let's see what it says here. So I can do damage here. And if here he can't hit me at all. But he will still have a couple points left, but I can live with that. And then I'm going to let her come over here. And she's gonna deal, just in case he moves out of the way. I want to deal with him first. And then that way I can move in front of the bowman, and then if the bowman moves back and attacks me, I can attack him back. So I don't know if we'll get to see that happen or not. We thought it was going to happen previously. None of these characters except him can come out here and attack. So, I mean, I could, but I think I'm going to wait and end the turn and then let them attack me. And that will be the end of the 6 turns of defense. And then we'll find out what happens next. Good thing when you have those people there is that they can't do multiple attacks. And I think the ranged weapon people that we had left were still kind of far back. Not enough to get through this level anyway. Alright. I was getting a little worried there for a moment. Who are these mercenaries? Retreat, fall back. So we have succeeded. We defended the fort, and they've cleared the surrounding area, as they say. We leave at once before they bring reinforcements. Okay. Awkward conversation, but we have to get through it. Yeah, so she did all kinds of normal people stuff the way she was raised, and a lot of people didn't talk about it. So she's asking about something around Mist's neck, and Mist is saying, I can show it to you. Does that item look familiar to anybody? I know it does to me because I played this game and I pay attention. It used to belong to my mother. It's interesting, right? Didn't used to be like that. It just started glowing a while back. It's beautiful, but I wonder what that light means. Oh, yes, General Petrine. We see her several times. Again, love the character's hair in these. She's not only got awesome green hair, but she's got long flowing locks. And yes, I am commentating on the status of their hair again. I thought you said they got away. And by my honor, yeah. So she's very, very unhappy. Have mercy. I love how she calls everybody dogs and worthless imbeciles. Now we meet somebody new to the group with General Petrine, and she was asking advice. And this character's name is Ina, or Ina, depending on your pronunciation. I say Ina, because I like to think it's short for like Helena, Ina, instead of Helena. The Crimean capital, Melior, is already under Ashnard's control. Doesn't feel like they have a place to go, and that the princess is going to go south, which we know from seeing the other side. And she's talking about friendship of hairy devils. I know what she means, and if you've played this, you know what that means. But right now, a lot of people have no idea what the heck she's talking about. You're going yourself? I am General Petrine. I've never failed, nor will I ever. Ha 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 ha. That wasn't quite as evil of a laugh as it could have been, but anyway, we're gonna go through this part here. This is gonna be some exposition. So there's Crimea, where our princess is from and where our mercenaries live. Their eastern neighbor is the one who attacked them, showing in red. The capital came and attacked, as we know, Crimea's capital. Just kind of reiterating what we already know about how we found the evidence of that and found Princess Valencia and they agreed to help her to Gallia, which is this green area to the south of us that we want to go. Gallia is home to the Lagoos, a race quite unlike Ike and his fellow Bjork, which a Bjork is kind of like a human. So you're going to find out what the Lagoos are. I am very familiar with what the Lagoos are. Crimea and Gallia have long struggled to overcome their differences. So we basically have beasts, right? Animals. In recent years, the two kingdoms have done much to ease the prejudice between the Lagoos and Bjork factions. Their combined efforts have forged a bond of trust and friendship that may yet overcome years of intolerance. So we've got sort of a racial war going on here. I shouldn't say sort of, it is. Hence why General Petrine called them hairy dogs or something like that. So they're just showing how we're planning to move around where we're going. Very bright light. A brief diversion. So I think this is where I am going to stop for the day with this particular game. Hopefully somebody out there has enjoyed it. Again, don't claim to be a professional gamer by any capacity. I just enjoy playing. So I am going to go over and I will see you next time. Bye.